Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by Delta.exchange. There is no much global cues because yesterday the US markets closed and today the US futures are almost flat and most Asian markets either flat or some flat with a positive bias, some flat with a negative bias. The GIF Nifty indicating only about like a few points less. So in all probability, the Nifty is likely to open flat. And in fact, though Nifty rallied 200 points, the call premiums did not go up much yesterday. Say for example, 24,800 and above, the calls actually closed lower than the previous day. Nearer options will increase a little bit. 24,700 call option, which closed around 20 rupees day before yesterday, because Nifty shot up 200 point. So that price has gone to 27 rupees. But on the other side, the put premiums crashed like anything. And because the day before yesterday, there were signs of a breakdown. Nifty closed below 24,500. So that triggered speculation that the markets may break down, but nothing has happened. The markets recovered, volatility index fell, and then put option premiums crashed like anything. At the same time, the call premiums did not go up much. Now, so some important events. Okay, number one, who is very important in this world? Trump. The Trump has, said in his social media report, tweet, it's not tweet, like in some other media. He said, the India is charging the highest tariff against the US. And, so they say that now they have come down to almost nil, but it is too late. Yeah, so totally he expressed some unhappiness over India. So that is number one. And number two, Indian Prime Minister was traveling in the same car as the Russian president, in the China, the meeting, so all these things are, it is a PR activity by the ruling party here. And however, there was a Chinese newspaper. In that newspaper, it was a major newspaper in China. On the first page, there are photos of different leaders shaking hands with a Chinese president. So there's 5 different leaders, but our Prime Minister's photo is missing actually there. Okay. So, we are coming closer to China, but it will take long time for China to trust us. So that is another thing. So on the other side, FIIs continue to sell. So yesterday also they have sold for 1,000 plus crores. And whereas the domestic institutions have bought heavily, so that is one of the reasons why markets rallied. Moreover, the market is oversold. Now, the point here is that, FII keep on selling, domestic institutions keep on buying. So who is going to blink first? So at some point of time, if FIIs have exhausted selling, the domestic institutions continue to buy, then markets can rally. On the other hand, if FIIs continue to sell, the domestic institutions exhausted all their money, and then market can fall. So therefore, one thing is very sure, market is going to make a very big move upside or downside over a period of next 2 to 3 months. Market is not going to stay in the same place. Coming to a micro level, yesterday, despite market was rallying, HDFC Bank and Reliance Indices, both performance was very, very bad. At some point of time, I was checking, Nifty was trading about 150 point higher, but Reliance and HDFC Bank both were down by 0.35%. So that was very, very pathetic. So had Reliance and HDFC Bank moved higher, let us say by 1%, 2% yesterday, the Nifty would have rallied more than 250 points. But anyway, yesterday's 200 point rally is also a decent rally given that there was no positive news. You may remember on August 15th, Indian Prime Minister said the GST will be reduced. Even the following day, Nifty moved only 250 point higher. And now without any news, Nifty moving 200 point higher is good. But however, if you are a medium term to long term investor, I would tell you, you have to use this kind of rallies to cut down your long positions, and probably you can consider adding the short positions. Market rallying is okay. You look at the far out of the money, like 26,000 call option in September series. It closed lower than the previous day, despite Nifty shooting up 200 points. Look at October. The previous day, I sold 26,000 call option for October series at 77 rupees, but that has never gone above 77 yesterday, despite 200 point rally. Yeah, but of course, I did not sell at the end of the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday morning I sold. So therefore, that cannot be taken as a thing. What happens usually when the market recovers, the volatility index goes down. So the time value is in your favor, volatility value is in your favor. So because of that, you don't see big damage to your positions on the call side. Of course, Nifty rallies like 500 points, 600 points, it's a different story. So therefore, it is time to be cautious still, right? The India-US relationship should become normal. So that is when you can take a bullish view about our market. So remember, from last year, September high till now, we are down, I think 7-8%, whereas none of the world market is trading like that. So however, now the speculation will turn to auto stocks. Yesterday also auto industry was the best performing industry, best performing sector. And with the GST news is coming, maybe in another 2 days. So the auto sector will be very much in focus. IT industry looks like, IT industry has bottomed out. And every time now the market is falling, there's a good amount of buying is happening. So that means that some big people, maybe some domestic institutions or maybe some foreign institutions or maybe some ultra HNI clients, so they think that, the stocks have fallen and it offers a good value. So that's why, look at the TCS. So many times, it came closer to 3,000, took support and the market went up. And then, that every time, there's about 50 to 100 point rally, but then maybe next day fall comes. But then again, every fall is being bought into. So if you are a long-term investor, then definitely you must be a long-term investor, you must be a contra investor. So then it is time to look at the IT stocks, right? So any day. I think I already told you, last month I sold 3,000 put option in TCS. And again, this month also I sold 3,000 put option in TCS. So if the price comes below 3,000, I'm willing to take delivery, right? So if you have that kind of a mindset, yeah, so you can make some money. But sometimes you make small money, you lose the big opportunity. Let us say, like over a period of next 1 month, if TCS goes to 3,500, 4,000, you don't gain that much money. You only gain 25 rupees, 30 rupees, the option premium that you collected. Yeah. So looking at the open interest, so looks like it's going to be the game between 24,500 and 24,700. Right? And, so we have to see, but today is the expiry, right? So remember, earlier, Thursday was the Nifty expiry, but now from today, Tuesday is the Nifty expiry. So today is the Nifty expiry, so markets can be volatile due to the absence of major news flow or major global cues. That volatility may not be as much as other expiries. So it will be interesting to see the very first Tuesday expiry, how Nifty goes. People have sold 24,500 put option also heavily. 24,700 call option also heavily. But those who have sold 24,700 call option day before yesterday, then nothing to worry. But those who sold yesterday, probably if the market rallies another 40-50 point, they may be coming under problem. But they know how to manage. They will cut it and they will move it to 24,800 and so on. So anyway, we must be happy if the market, consolidate in a range. So 24,335 at the lower end, 25,100 at the higher end. So the markets are likely to consolidate in this range until some major news comes. So this GST news, I think it is more or less been factored in, unless they do something very, very big. But I don't think that they can do anything very big. So they'll move something from 28 to 18, something they may even move 28 to 40 also, So we will get a clarity in 2 days' time. So let us hope Nifty settles between 24,500 and 24,700 so that the option traders make a good amount of money. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.